Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here with our celebrity tarot card reading in just a second. But first, I want you to go hit subscribe, and then we'll get started with our celebrity reading with Selena Gomez, getting into general reading, predictions for love, money outlook, spiritual, biggest obstacle, experiences that she's currently dealing with, and whatever else comes along, we will read. So hit that subscribe button. We are going to start out with getting into her astrology. So I want to find out first where we are as far as like her birthday and her zodiac signs. We'll get into that, and then we will get to a current energy through oracle reading, and we'll confirm that through the tarot card reading and get all the tea and the gossip within those tarot cards. Again, remember to hit subscribe and click that bell. All right, Selena Gomez was born on July 22nd in 1992 at 7:19 a.m. in Texas, United States. She's a Cancer. Moon sign is an Aries, and her ascending sign is a Leo. Her birth path is a 5. A little bit about Selena Gomez is she was born Selena Marie Gomez. She's an American singer, actress, producer, and she was born and raised in Texas. She began her career by appearing on the children's television series Barney and Friends. I don't recall watching her on there. I think I know what they're talking about, though. And in her teens, she actually rose to prominence for her roles on an Emmy award-winning Disney Channel series, Wizard of Waverly Place, 2007 through 2012. And alongside her TV career, she starred in films such as Another Cinderella Story and Princess Protection Program. And we all know who she is. She did date the Justin Biebs, so we're aware of that also. We're just going to get right into this reading, so we'll find out all we need to know. Currently, I'm going to find out her oracle energy, just kind of where she is vibe-wise or frequency. And then we'll get into tarot. All right, so lacking a little bit of growth. Not a huge deal. Maybe it's just one of those days where we're feeling a little down or a little lazy, a little on the less positive side. I mean, it is Happy Women's Day, isn't it, today? I won't bring it up, though. All right, moving forward. All right, so, okay. So her past life has something to do, and this is something currently she's dealing with, something to do with her gifts, or if you were to reevaluate or kind of reflect on her past life, it has a large amount to do with what she does now as far as like her gifts, her passions, and what it is she does creatively and for work most likely. Let's see what else we have here currently in the energy of kind of lacking that quiet time also. So growth could be canceling out because of kind of her mind's wandering. She's trying to reel it back in, but it's like meditation or any kind of like quiet time or taking a moment to find, a walk outside, just focusing on the breath even can really reel that back in. But that's definitely going to add to that current energy of lack of growth or, lack of any kind of illumination as of this point. But the past life is being brought up, her past life having to do with her gifts or whatever it is that she does for her work. So again, we are going to get into this reading. So let's find out what's going on. What's going on, Selena Gomez? Currently, we're going to confirm, and then we are going to get into all about her love outlook and just kind of in the past, as well as her job and spiritual, any kind of obstacles, experiences, and a likely outcome, of course. Let's do one more. Just like doesn't feel like her yet. All right, let's find out what's going on here. Yeah, so currently just not in a place where she's trying to master anything. She's lacking a little bit, and it could have something to do with something emotionally that she's tied to, or it could have something that she does. She does have some information that's added to some changes here, but I feel like maybe the romance, maybe she's having a love affair right now. What? It'd be the reason for the reaction of happiness and for no quiet time. And it would make sense that she was, just kind of hanging out in limbo, maybe. Who knows? Let's find out. Okay. Yep. We got something going on here. We have something going on. Let's just keep going. Knight of Wands in reverse, King. Oh, woo. Okay. So she is dealing with a lover. She has somebody around her. Okay. She is feeling like it's meaningless. She doesn't feel like it has any direction. She feels like maybe this is just a physical thing. She is extremely attracted to this person, but it could be like maybe because it feels dangerous or maybe this person's older than her. But I feel like this person wants to be really romantic with her. And I mean, he's really flexible, so he could do either or. I just feel as if this is definitely some sort of a romantic love affair. This could even be just something that she's doing I don't know, just like to be happy for the moment. It doesn't even necessarily have to be like ooh la la romantic, but this is definitely going to be a water sign, could be a fire sign. Yeah. And that is probably why she has not been working on her job stuff or her work or her creative stuff or growing, is because she's kind of hanging out, just kind of enjoying things, really getting into a place where, just changes are happening, but maybe she just wants them to be happening as far as her love stuff. And she's receptive to it. She's there for it. She's feeling it. She's vibing it. She's definitely celebrating the situation. It's not a bad thing. All right. So that's current. Awesome. We got current down. Bam. All right, let's find out what was going on in the past as far as her financial. Ooh. All right, definitely something that she didn't want to see was going on. So there was something deceptive going on around her. And because she's so experienced and she gets really good at what she's doing, I feel like because she was trying to blind herself from the truth here, because there was definitely some truth here that she didn't want to communicate about necessarily. And it kind of like, she wanted to almost like be like tied away from the situation. Like her hands couldn't move into the situation. Her mouth couldn't communicate in the situation. None of that shit. And it made her very emotional. Could even put her in just like a worry, kind of at loss type situation. But there was a conflict, and this had a lot to do with some changes here. And it was a very cold situation. Okay. Even though like this definitely had to be over business, and she was over the situation. And this is all dealings in the past. What was the likely outcome of that situation? Selena Gomez with her business. Girl. Hold on. All right. Whew. All right. I like that. I do like that. All right. So bottom line, likely outcome was that she got into a more stable, structured situation. Okay. Because of her experience and because she was over that situation, she really wanted something reliable by the ending of this thing. And with the Ace of Pentacles, she got into a new place, new potential, new opportunities, business wise, something a lot more like grounded or earthy or even like stable. I just feel like this was a way more comfortable new beginning, and it was time for her to create and grow. And I mean, what better place to be than to be a new beginning, to get into that nourishing this situation. And she did very much so, because it took her into a more structured place. And this is something she manifested. She definitely manifested this, and she continues to do so. Now, because she reacted with, love, and she was receptive, and she used motion. She was very calm in the situation, because normally she's very erratic, and her life is like a roller coaster, baby. Okay. And she is a romantic. She's a daydreamer, but I feel like she doesn't miss out on much. So when she does blind herself with something going on as far as business, I feel like it's because she didn't have people behind her, maybe supporting her. And it kind of maybe, swayed her away, swept her away, however that looks. But she does have a little tiny energy and willpower. And a lot of the willpower comes from the people behind her, if that makes sense. I don't know what that means. I don't know her. So these are the cards. This is what I'm reading. Here it is, darling. Oh, hi. I didn't even see if anyone was talking to me. I'm like, blur, just spilling out everything. Yes, I am actually. Ollie, I'm definitely doing that reading. Yeah, we're going to get to that. Please and thank you. I'm doing kind of past, present, and upcoming. Okay. All right, let's find out what's going currently as far as her job. What's going on? What's going on currently with Miss Gomez, Miss Beautiful Gomez? I really like her. I totally understand that life is an emotional roller coaster. I totally understand just being over emotional, just kind of like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm a romantic. I'm pretty creative too. I very much understand her. And I very much understand the fact that she feels left behind no matter what. Like if anybody like disregards or like walks away from a situation or a relationship, I totally get it. I totally get it. And she's a very hard worker, this girl. I mean, she definitely deserves a little love, don't she? I feel like she does. She's just a charmer. She's a charmer, honey. All right. So currently she is introverted. So she's inside of herself creating. She's probably manifesting. But whatever happens when she goes into solitude, she comes back out and it's this amazing, beautiful thing. Okay. So currently she has withdrawn. She's going on inside, adding information, downloading inside so that she's able to come out and give you exactly what you need. And that is to alchemize all of this bullshit, all of this yucky, dark shadow, and she alchemizes it so that you can listen to the good stuff, okay? So she will be out with that. There will be a new beginning when it gets into a place like that, but As of right now, she's trying as much as possible. She's trying not to be, as intense, but she's very intense. And she might not just be aware of that, like super aware of that. Like, I know that she's aware of it, but I don't think she's like actually aware of how intense she can be. And again, that's something that she can alchemize and make into gold. She could definitely make this into gold. I feel like, for sure. There is lack of communication. And I don't know what this has anything to do with, but I feel like she's very needy when it comes to the situation, or kind of like a codependent. So again, it's not that people are uncaring around her or anything that is going on is like in a bad or negative place. But again, her emotions are just very, very intense. So that kind of takes over. And especially when she's withdrawing, lacking that strength, lacking any of that deep wisdom, intuition, because she has all that. She's just hiding it away because she's nervous. She's a nervous Nelly. She does get into verbal fights too. I mean, that is being brought up for the second time that I'm seeing. So this is definitely being confirmed for me with the Five of Wands in reverse. I just feel like this grief, whatever this is, this instability, especially when she's lacking all of these feelings that she's supposed to, have, all of this support, just kind of like, I kind of thought she was good, but I just feel like there's some sort of loss that she's dealing with here. Something really making her feel like she's not herself, like there's no strength, no courage, no stability. So when those things are gone, what does that mean? That means you're in a really emotional, deep, depressive state, maybe. Not even deep depression, but like just an introverted, she's withdrawn, she's gone inside. There's definitely some changes that are bothering her. What's the last couple outcome here? Last couple cards for Selena Gomez as far as her business. So she is, again, she's just kind of like downloading and bringing things about. Now, likely outcome is that she will have some communication. She's going to cooperate with whatever charges towards her. Okay, so any potential opportunities, potentials in general, anything that she needs to deal with, she's going to be dealing with this, because, I mean, this is definitely inspiration, whatever she's doing, because the likely outcome with this inspiration is just her being action-oriented when it comes to, I don't know, her passion, her job, her work. She's seeking. That's the likely outcome. She'll be making decisions. That's the likely outcome. Final decision here. Awesome. Yeah, just getting into a different place, really being determined, trying not to be as reckless as possible. Again, she is impulsive. Likely outcome is she will still continue to have those temper tantrums, be overly emotional, just intense. Roller coaster. It's not a huge surprise. But again, she's kind of in the lead. She is, she's in charge. So it doesn't really matter. I just feel like she's not falling, she's not falling filter into anything. All right, let's get into the love overlook here. I want to find out what's going on as far as her past love situation, present, and then going into an upcoming. So let's find out. I'm going to ask that question at the end. Yeah, I feel like she's got a really good support system around her. I don't think it's bad at all. I think the people around her is what gives her a lot of that courage and that strength. I think that has a lot to do with it, because she is over emotional. And again, she does lack health, and and that's not the only thing that she lacks health in within the body, is within the mind also. So, I mean, I just feel like a huge part of her happiness comes from being successful. And that means in relationships, that means just in life in general, but like with her business and stuff, like she's not going to tank. This girl's not tanking. She's going to seize every motherfucking thing that she can, because she's a bomb diggity. She's strong as fuck. And she's a hard worker. And she's smart. Witty bitty. Let's find out love stuff. I want to find out. Let's find out. In the past. High Priestess, we got that in reverse. Six of Cups reverse. The World this. So this is definitely something that she ain't dealing with. It is far away from her. So something in the near past. Something that was really, really obvious. She does have some hidden feelings about the situation, and because it had a lot of potential whenever it was happening. Okay, this has something to do with a fire sign or a water sign. Yeah, I mean, because the likely outcome would have been her kind of like thinking that this was going to work out, and just kind of like a wishful thought process. But I just feel like this is definitely something that took her to a different place. It had a lot to do with her world. Had a lot to do with like fucking up her world and taking the peace from her world, honey. Honey boo child. I have a Justin Bieber and Selena reading. You should go check it out. But right here, in this relationship that she was in, she wanted to move forward in this relationship, but nothing in the relationship actually felt like it should. Does that make sense? Because when we look at the relationship, if that's the one we're talking about in the past, I feel like if you can't move towards what really matters in this relationship, and which we were kind of looking at it like, you know, they had no problem doing that. But if you can't do that within the relationship, move in towards whatever topic or situation is most important, you are not in a real relationship. And that's what she was expressing here. She just felt like she kept having to take on unrealistic views to be in the relationship, or to, you know, like, I don't know, just nothing in it felt good. And there was a secret in the relationship here that was revealed, and that's with the High Priestess in reverse, okay? And she's very much a healer, but again, she had a lot of hidden feelings about the situation, about the truth, about the information that was added. But she, I mean, to likely outcome of the relationship would have been wishful thinking that this is going to continue on. She couldn't keep restarting the situation. It did end up restarting, though. All right, let's find out what's going on currently with Miss Thing. Miss Thing. All right, we got our 10 of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands up. 9 of Cups down. Okay, so she is dealing with somebody, but because of her blocked thinking and just kind of blaming herself for every single fucking thing possible, she just blames herself for everything, and I just can't even deal. She's got a lot of burdens here. She struggles very, very heavily, and there could be a Wands person around her, or a fire sign, or a water sign. Again, in order to be in a blissful relationship, I don't like to say a blessed, because it'd be less than less, but a blissful relationship for me with Selena Gomez would be very authentic or aligned. And if it's not something that she has confidence in, or she doesn't have confidence in herself, it's not something she's going to be able to do. Okay. Likely outcome with the situation is that she's just not ready to date. She doesn't want to date. She just feels like it would be a lack of anything. She feels like it's in her hands. She doesn't want it to be a failure. So she doesn't always get what she wants, but she wants to have what she wants. So she's going to wait until it's time. All right, let's get into what's upcoming here. What's upcoming for Miss Gomez? Selena, beautiful Gomez. Ace of Pentacles, that is upright. 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. So anything that is upcoming is definitely going to be dealing with work. She is manifesting. So any kind of long-term happiness is going to be fulfilled within the next month or so here. So she's got a new financial opportunity that is headed her way. And she's definitely, you know, struggling again, because with every single interaction that she has, no matter what is going on here, she just constantly is trying to reevaluate, but she keeps stunting things because she doesn't have any courage to move forward. She knows what she wants. She knows what is important, but that's not the issue for her. It's just, again, she really struggles on the inside. She does. And she does have a little bit of a mean streak, and she feels very stagnant. And there's like a stubbornness that comes with the situation, and a controlling thing. And so any relationship that she's dealing with is always going to be nearing the end, because again, it's going to come last, after her work, after herself, after, you know what I mean? So like, she went through whatever she went through, and now she's at a place where she knows the importance of doing what she needs to do. And that's working, manifesting, introverting, going on the inside, hermiting, taking care of herself, deleting fucking social media, however that comes out or comes across. What's important to her is singing, her albums, her job, her business. Okay. So y'all heard? Y'all heard? All right. So questions about it, Selena. Now, I'm going to ask about the album. Okay. Yeah, I'll ask about the album. And then if you have any more questions, let me know, and I will ask, and we will find out through tarot. Okay. Okay, so we got our Queen of Swords upright, Temperance is upright, King of Cups, that's in reverse. So I think it's a go on getting album of the year. I really do. I think with 2020 going into 2023, that's what I'm getting from the cards. Selena, as long as she remains very independent and just kind of enjoying what she does and really careful at knowing that like she can't change the ending of things, she can't change the beginning or the middle. I just think that as long as she's talking this out and working this out and trying to stay as peaceful as possible, that inner calm or that balance is really going to be important here. So I just feel like any kind of non-clear mind is really going to disturb everything. She needs to just find that balance, that flow. Yeah, she's really finding that love for herself or to work on herself. So I think it would be super easy, especially with the manifestation thing and just kind of like loving on herself and knowing really what the fuck is important. That is going to take you anywhere, especially how dedicated and hard worker she is. And she's a dreamer, honey. Dreamers, they achieve. I mean, because they think about the impossible, right? I mean, why wouldn't you achieve? I mean, unless, she's going to keep her thoughts to herself. So somebody will be around her that's kind of an asshole, kind of a little bit of an idiot. And they're going to be very angry around her, kind of ignorant, jealous. I really want you to check in with this when you're watching her and seeing who she's around, because there will be somebody who is a water sign, just kind of very unsure about themselves in general. And they could be a wounded masculine energy. This person, yeah, they could have olive skin, a very dark olive skin with darker hair. Yeah, Scorpio in specific. Could even be air. Yeah, I mean, her balance, her peace, I mean, her knowing more than she did yesterday is really going to add to getting into, achievement when it comes to music or her business or whatever it is that she does, I know. I just hope nothing but the best for her. I'm going to pull 2 cards. Is there still love between her and Justin? Let's just play around and have a little fun. Why not? Why not just do that? I mean, we're here, right? We might as well. Let's find out if you love Justin. Okay, let's find out what's going on. Oi, this is so strange. Literally, I cannot even deal with this right now. Weird. Okay, so for her and Justin, this is definitely your ideal soulmate situation. With this Lovers upright, there was definitely a lot of choices, decisions, and questions and things come up. And this was a huge romantic lovers relationship, okay? There was a huge major change. There was temptation. So there was a step out on the situation, a third party. So this makes the harmony in the relationship, it made it go, crazy. But the honest word would be yes for the both of them. But there's a but here. I can't make this shit up. 5 swords upright. I feel like the fight is just a lot bigger than what they would really want. So just kind of like saying sorry, and they did communicate that to each other and moving on. Now, if they were to take their time and really dig deep when they're really raw and get into some peace here, they could probably turn things around. But it's just not worth the fight for them. They do know that they would say yes to it. They would say yes, yes, yes. Of course, we would talk, we would cooperate, we'd communicate, we'd take care of the situation. But if we were to be given a choice, yes, motherfucker, we would. Because they soulmates. They have a soulmate situation. This is forever. It doesn't just go away because he married somebody or she married someone or they have kids or whatever the F. You will always forever, you will always think of the people that you most connect with, okay? Now, it could have even been karmic. It just depends on your guys' definition of those things, because those change motherfucking daily. So I'm not even going to take a stab at this. But I do know that this is just not something that they would ever be ready for. And because over on Justin's side, he does have a stable home life. He does have something to celebrate, and he is happy and balanced, okay? And over on her side, she will forever hold back, okay? She will forever hold back because she just feels like he would be incompetent as a lover or a leader in the family, or, a fatherly role or a husband role. Okay. And so she does hold herself back. She works on her own self constantly. And she does say that there's a jealousy thing too, that she does not fuck with. I'm not going to fuck with it. I don't have to fuck with it. I'm not going to, attempt my mental health over somebody who's incompetent. So that's it. Clashing in the relationship, people. Not with the motherfucking fight. Bada bing, bada boom. Just throwing it out there. All right, we had a little fun. We did our deed. We had our dance. Now I must go. Thank you so much for stopping by, y'all. I have to get out of here. I do need to get into another celebrity, which that will pop up right about here. It'll be Big Sean. So click on the video to go check it out. If you are able to stay, please stay. I'll be back on in 5 minutes with Big Sean, and we're going to find out all about his love situations for the past, present, and upcoming. It'll be fun. We'll have a good time. There'll be no need to cry or get angry or yell frantically running around. We'll just enjoy a nice little reading with Big Sean. I hope you enjoyed this Selena Gomez reading. Please go ahead and hit subscribe. Click the bell so you don't miss any of the notifications here at Hangman Tarot. When you get any notification, it'll be about general love or a celebrity reading. If you have requests, leave it in the comments or check out my social media below. You can always get a hold of me there. Other than that, I will see you all later. Enjoy this beautiful Friday.